from Drbeen.com. Welcome to one more show. So, my last talk, I missed a single line of the data, but that made the whole difference. So, the status of the Novavax vaccine for myocarditis and pericarditis went from, hey, it is the same as Moderna and Pfizer, to, oh man, this is 3 times more bad. So, let's redo this talk and I'll hide the other one. And Steve Turner, thank you very much for catching this. You are the one who brought it. So let's discuss that. So first of all, this is drbeen.com. Of course, there are many more lectures which do not have such errors, or maybe one or two. So here is the link is in the description. You can get access to these 900 medical premium lectures for only $67 of one-time fee. On the side, the fee is actually more. This is only for the YouTube viewers. Okay, with this, here is the basic difference. I had actually talked about from Australia, the data for Novavax shows 9 cases were likely represented of myocarditis, and I stopped there. But if you see, 30 were likely to represent pericarditis. So myopericarditis together, when you put that data together, then the cases per 100,000 become almost 3 times or more compared to Moderna or some cases of Pfizer. So this is a correction. I'm going to redo the whole talk now. This is the other study where I took the data from. The link is in the description. This is another article from CDC, which is the source of data. Then there are some more links here just for your reading pleasure. So with this, let's start. These are our gifts for humanity, and they're continuing. The difference, what we wanted to do was this. Cool Beans asked me that, can we have a comparative chart of myocarditis? Now let's call it myopericarditis, between Pfizer, Moderna, and Novavax. So primary curiosity was Novavax. So here I have the data. The important thing is that for Pfizer and Moderna, there are so many studies that you can actually find varying levels of data from all over the place. So I have one study over here. You might find a study that would show even higher rate. You might find studies that would show even lower rate. So keep that in mind. Secondly, the various studies have shown data, for example, stratified by sex or gender or stratified by age, and Novavax doesn't have that kind of data available. So there is no apples to apples match. I'm going to try my best, but there is no apples to apples match. So let's start. First of all, we're going to start from Pfizer, BioNTech, and Moderna. This is the first study. That study said that after the second dose of Pfizer or Moderna, first Pfizer, 12 to 15 years of age, cases of myocarditis 70.73 per 100,000, per million, which comes to 7.07 per 100,000. So keep this in mind, 7.07 per 100,000, 12 to 15 years of age. 16 to 17, 10.586 per 100,000. 10.586 per 100,000. You would see that Novavax will be 17 point something per 100,000. So keep that in mind as well and see how that is going. 18 to 24, 5.243 per 100,000. So as the age increases, there is variation. And I think it depends upon the study and which area study it is. Moderna, 56.31 per 100,000 overall. Per million overall. That is 5.631 per 100,000. So keep this in mind, please. Now let's go to Novavax. Novavax, CDC site says, from the trial of the Novavax, there were 41,546 participants. So the ones before that we saw, these were doses, million doses. Here we are talking about participants. They may have been given 2 doses or 1 dose. So right there is a difference. So 41,546 participants. age 16 and above, and again you saw that age stratification was different, so that becomes 14.44 per 100,000 participants. This is Novavax trial. That's a very high number, 14.44 cases of myopericarditis per 100,000. Now, CDC says, and this is the source of this discussion, this one. So here, this is the 41,546. Then if you see here, Australia, Canada, Europe, and blah, 35 cases. So here, from production, Australia, Canada, EU, New Zealand, South Korea, 744,235 doses. Now we're talking doses. Here we were talking participants. 35 cases, 20 in males, 15 in females. So another important thing to keep in mind, it is kind of high in females as well. If you look at the other vaccines, for example, here, this is the Moderna and Pfizer, they are lower in female. For example, check this out, 12 to 15 years of age in females, 6.35 cases per million, versus in men, 12 to 15 years of age, 70.73 per million. So this much of a difference. But Novavax seems to be 20 in males, 15 in females. Again, what I do not know is the number of participants here, male and female. This is the lack of data that we have a problem with. So this becomes 4.703 per 100,000 doses. This is not bad. This is actually lower than Moderna and Pfizer. But keep in mind that during the trial, it was 14.44. Now let's go to Australia. This is the points that I had missed. I went up to here, but now after Steve's comment, I added this. So 223,800 doses, 16 October 2022, up to that time. 9 cases of myocarditis, that is 4.02. 30 cases of pericarditis, so the covering around the heart, 13.4 per 100,000. Cumulative 39 cases of myopericarditis, 17.43 cases per 100,000. That's a high number. So trial showed 14.4 per 100,000. Australia is showing 17.43 per 100,000. Of course, then EMA would come out and say you have to label the concern about myocarditis. Although the Novavax company came back and they said, well, at least during the trial, the difference was not too much. I think that's just how these companies are doing nowadays. So 17.43, then trial 14.44, and compare that to Moderna 5.63 or Pfizer. Here are the various age groups. So that is the difference. My opinion went from, oh, this seems to be the same, versus, oh man, this is 17.43 or 14.44 compared to 5 or 7, and that's not good. So Meeple Art says, and need to do other vaccines pericarditis as well. Correct. But I do not have that data yet. So if you look at myocarditis purely, then it is comparable to the rest. So I'll try to find some other studies to see if they are myopericarditis or not. So this is the discussion. Once again, I would hide the other one so that we can see this one. Please like, subscribe, and share. Steve, once again, thank you very much for your comment. And then there are links in the description. If you would like to support this work, there is a link for PayPal. You can also buy me a coffee. The link is there. You can use Substack. You can use Locals. You can become part of YouTube, or there's a link, you can buy Dr. Bean's premium access as well. And once again, the smallest thing you can do is like, subscribe, and share. Thank you very much. And I'm going to now hang up. So we'll see each other tomorrow. Stay safe, happy, and healthy. And we'll go from there. Bye-bye.